Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one great figure. Doesn't seem like long ago I was talking about him. I think I opened him and reviewed him at Christmas, but it would be rude not to include him in this series, the Quickshot series. This is episode 206, and it is IG-11. I am not a living thing. He says that, doesn't he? He says, I've never been looked at by a living thing. I am not a living thing. I love that. Poignant. And it is a really great figure, and I don't know why I've brought him along, because he always makes him look worse. IG-88. Now, it is a really good figure, and everyone raves about him, and it is a better figure than IG-11. 88, sorry. But the one that looks the best is this one still. This is the one that looks like it's made out of metal. So this is, I can't believe I'm supposed to review an IG-11, and I'm looking at this guy again. I think I filmed him in my last review, or whenever I opened this guy at Christmas. I haven't watched that video again. Obviously, I want to do it fresh, so I don't quite know what I said, but I do know I mentioned this fella and filmed him. But look at him, he's a really good figure. So it looks the best, I think, but this one is the best in terms of how it moves and stuff. And I will tell you again, I think I probably would have said this before, if you want to see a really good review and know how this thing can move and what it can do, you need to watch the Imperial Communiques channel, and he has a review. He's a stop motion guy, expert, and he has a really good video where he goes through all the motions, this guy, and you can see exactly what he can do. But yeah, you've got more options, like this one doesn't have a ball joint on the elbows. Shoulders, I beg your pardon. This fella does. I mean, they say that this one is really well articulated, but I always wondered, how so? I'm going back years now, a decade ago. The likes of Fly Guy used to rave about this figure, and it is amazing. Yes, it is amazing. And he has got lots of points of articulation, but this one is the max. But it doesn't look as good because I think that there's parts of it that look plasticky. Like, yeah, I mean, look at his shoulder. These brass bits, or copper even, look great. But then he's let down by, like, the top of his head, I think that just looks like grey plastic. Depends, really. Again, I shouldn't have brought this fella in because he always makes him look inferior, but if I could just only focus on the damn thing as well. I'll tell you one thing that is rubbish about the figure, right? Peg holes. Absolutely crap. This guy's got good peg holes. Just taking them off by accident, hang on. I mean, they've got depth. They go in. I've only put it on one peg hole. This guy doesn't. I'm using blue tack to keep him on there. There's loads of new vintage collection figures that are like that. It's such a shame. They could have gone deeper as well on that. But let's pan up and have a look at this. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about when I talk about the plasticky textures on this figure. But all that being said, and I've not had the 6-inch figure close to hand, but this is apparently beats it. All day, every day, this is a better figure than what they've got in the 6-inch. So to that end, I'm very pleased to know that we can give that lot competition. You know what I mean? Because obviously they're great figures in the 6-inch line, and if this is better than it, then whoopee effing do, man. That's awesome news. I don't know why I've mounted the camera. I'm just tired of panning around everywhere randomly. So I thought I'd also bring into this video the IG-11 retro collection, given that that is out there. All they need to do is carbonize them. I shouldn't be giving them ideas, though. In fact, let's have a quick look at this, just FYI. Look at that. Just like the 80s IG-88, but it's obviously got the bandolier, and it's made out of that kind of copper colour. I wish this had more copper on it. The head really lets me down. I've got a big issue with this guy's head. I'm going to go in on the figure on the card back now. So I'd go from the bottom to top. Or top to bottom, I should have gone anyway. There's the lovely Mandalorian badge, IG-11. And I just think his head looks weak. It does look metallic, but I just think maybe it's because I've seen IG-88 looks better. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think I'm talking absolute crap? Let me know. Tell you what, that looks good, though. They've done a good job with that. Well done, Hasbro. I mean, it is a premium line of figures, but sometimes they do forget to do all the details. As you'll see there, you'll see that beautiful classic weapon anyway, just like IG-88 used to have. From some Doctor Who, does it not? Just lost the focus. There you go. See, look at that little bit of silver touch-ups. Do the world of good. But it's still nice. Look at that. It's a great figure. The body's great anyway. Look at that. The arms are better than... Yeah, his arms are way better. This fella... Oh, his brother. Really difficult to get him to hold a gun, but this one at least he can claw it and grab it through the rifle, whatever you call it, trigger. So that's good. Anyway, I'm all over the place here. Figures everywhere. Let me mount the camera and get this finalized. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on this figure anyway. I'm not... Sounds like I've moaned about it. I'm just saying that... well, you've heard my thoughts. I'm repeating myself now. But I just think that going head-to-head visually against IG-88, it pales in comparison. But, man, this can articulate so well. It's a brilliant figure. Let's do this little action for you there. Look at that. I mean, he moves. I love how he moves in the film. I wouldn't mind doing a bit of stop motion myself, actually, just to sort of replicate that. I love the way he's sort of... He shimmies a little bit, doesn't he? He stutters. And he has a kind of a tremble. It's brilliant. Because they look clumsy, right? Even with the Empire Strikes Back, I used to look at this guy... And I know there'll be a big IG-88 fans out there who had that figure as a kid. I never did. That's probably why I don't wholeheartedly love the guy. Love it. But, tell you what, man, though he has that kind of, you know, not clumsy, just rigid movement. He's clinical and he's precise. And he's deadly. I love how he battles, man. He's brilliant. In Mandalorian. And I think I've waffled long enough. Anything going on the back of this card? Absolutely not, as ever. They're crap, aren't they, man, the backs of these cards. Bring back the history lesson. We could have had, well, not necessarily for him, he's a new character, but, you know, these are just, you can't beat the history lessons. History lessons. You know what? Oh, my God, that's the wrong one to pick off the wall. You ain't got it. This one does. Talk about this. Love that when they show the original release of a card. And if they don't show that, they'll show you the first type of that card. For example, Wedge Antilles. Where are you, Wedge? Can't see you now. Here, this one's a better example. For example, like if they had a character like R2 here that had never been out before, then they would just do that. They'd show you that. Or in the case of Han Solo here, this is another one. They'd literally just show you the card back that you just received by doing that. To make a statement, this is the first time it's ever come out. But either way, these were always better than these ones. Anyway, that's enough waffle, I think, for now. Thank you very much. He looks a little bit drunk there now. Look at him. Let's make him stand a little straighter. All right, thanks for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.